No, I'm not teaching you. I'm not teaching you.
Sir, if you want to listen that video, I'll share.
Good
I,
evening, sir.
I just listened. I just listened. That's what I'm saying.
Why don't you just send again, Sabha? We are not going to judge you with you. You have you got beautiful voice. I'm right, sir?
Yep, very beautiful.
And don't worry that we'll flirt with you. You are already married, so you don't have to worry about that. That we will feel.
किसी को देख के सांसों से उभरता है नशा बिना पिए भी कहीं हद से गुजरता है नशा नशे में कौन नहीं है मुझे बताओ जरा किसे है होश मेरे सामने तो लाओ जरा नशा है सब पे मगर रंग नशे का है जुदा खिली खिली हुई सुबह पे है शबनम का नशा हवा पे खुशबू का बादल पे है रिमझिम का नशा कहीं सुरूर है खुशियों का कहीं गम का नशा नशा शराब में होता तो नाचती बोतल नशा
It's a lofi song. See, record that video in slow mode.
So
It's a
basically,
lofi song, sir. Do you know about lofi?
low pitch, low key. Yeah, I think I understand a
It's
little.
lofi. It's mean that you sing that in very slow way.
Yeah, to create a to invoke certain emotions. Hello, Chandan. Welcome.
Hi, Vinay sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm late by 5 to 10 minutes.
Does
I
it matter?
was I was traveling from my office, so I thought like a but
Does it matter at all? No.
yeah.
No problems. No problems. Hello, Rakhi.
So he is a new student.
Chandan
No,
is a
sir.
older student actually. He
I
was
think I'm very old student.
Wow.
13, 14 years ago. He was my student.
Yes,
13,
that's
14
correct.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very long time.
He is in a job. He has got a job now. Chandan, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know, but
Yeah,
just
sure. Yeah, sure. So I did my graduation from Bihar Sharif Patel College, and then after I did my MBA from Pune. And from last 13 years, I'm working into one of the investment banking area. So, like last week, I was thinking to join some spoken English classes, and first name came for Sony Institute, Vinay sir classes. So, today morning I discussed with sir, and I joined this class. So, thanks,
right.
Sony sir.
Once you are a student of Vinay, sir, you always, if you want to learn again, you always be a student of him.
Exactly.
Good. You should go to the Olympics. You're looking
Sorry, my
you're looking a little slim. Everything's okay? Oh, you've been going to the gym.
Yeah, and sir is waiting. Why don't someone praise yet? I'm looking very good wearing a nice shirt, and nobody tell me I'm looking good. You are just you have some concern. You have some concern in your mind. Why didn't anybody say it?
I thought he's
There
going to
are 10.
somewhere after the class.
When Adib was in the class at 4, then I said that, sir, you are looking to, so I don't have to say, I don't have to repeat that. So you guys, why didn't you praise him that you are looking good, looking young?
all
It's
the
your
chubbiness on my face. How can I
uh,
look young? I have to shade at least maybe
there
five
is 10
kilos
people in online, 10 people in online, and I don't know about that physical class. And nobody tell that you are looking very good today.
No,
because
but I
Which
want to give
type of
some
a student
complimentary,
which
Vinay.
type of
Still, you are
student you
fit.
are teaching, sir?
Yeah.
Chandan, wait,
Sir,
thank you.
if you want to lose weight, cut sugar first.
Yeah, that's completely agree.
What did
I
you say,
don't think
Chandan?
he's you don't think, sir, that you are fit.
Hmm.
No.
I think you don't have that big stomach, sir. That
No,
I
stomach was out of the question, you know. It was something I never imagined associated with myself. I never imagined myself with a tummy. Even when I'm dying, I don't see myself having a tummy. So even a little bit of a
you
bulge,
want to save, yeah,
Because
you want to save your fitness for heaven. I can understand.
yeah. All right. So we have a match today at 7 o'clock, right?
Oh,
But don't
but
worry.
don't need to watch the match, sir.
Yeah, no, no, I'm watching because it's a T20 match. It's fantastic after 50 over one day.
After that final match, I there were two match Australia. I just checked the score and don't want to waste my data watching match. And
Yes, sir.
I start
I'm so
watching.
disappointed, sir.
Okay.
I'll start watching in IPL then.
Guys, you notice
these
that.
days, yeah,
Okay, let me come to the point here. You guys notice that Chandan speaks English pretty fine,
Yes.
yeah,
right? Notice that? Then what is he doing
yes,
in
sir.
this? The
Mm.
point is, everybody, it is time you realize it.
So,
Yes, Chandan, go ahead.
so communications is not only like a you talking very well. It's like a sentence structure, confidence, and a lot of things are involved. What I learned from you. So something like you are strong, then something like a where I'm lacking as well. So
Right.
that's the thing I wanted to learn from you, Ganesh.
Chandan was with me about 10, 12 years ago, and he spent 5 months, 6 months with me back then because we didn't have such long courses like today.
Right.
My elementary course was 3 months long,
Okay.
and then we had another course which was another 3 months like this. So I have evolved as a teacher as well. And I hope that Chandan will notice that change, that improvement, that evolution of the teacher when he's studying with me after a gap of 10, 12 years. One thing that I want to add for all of you guys here is please don't think that if you are capable of expressing yourself in English somehow, that is it. That's a good place to be, but from there you can improve yourself to another level. See,
Exactly.
Chandan never felt the need to improve his English until he changed his field slightly. Earlier, he was in a different field, right, Chandan?
Yes.
And you were quite happy with the way you communicated. But now,
Exactly.
in the job profile that he has, for this one, he needs better communication skills.
Yes.
And as he's saying, better communication skills means he has to make different kinds of sentences and all. When you guys read the book, the text, listen to the audio files, there are phrases, expressions which you guys listen to, learn, but don't use. Try
Exactly.
and use those, okay, so that you can uplift your standard of speaking. Again, it takes time. And I noticed one thing similar about Chandan and you. He also uses the word like quite a bit.
I was also noticing he
Okay.
used something like
Sarita is here. So, yeah, let's try. Let's see how we can help Chandan, right?
Sure.
So,
Yep.
so what are we guys studying in this class here? We are in it 6, I think, and there was a little bit of homework. In the
Yes, sir. We have a one page in a practice.
Okay.
so you have to do something with these mosquitoes.
Yeah, sure. We have a solution here. light this one. Thank you.
What is that, Odomas?
I don't know the name. These are some sticks.
Shumantar.
Shumantar. These are sticks.
100% प्राकृतिक अगरबत्ती नकलों से सावधान.
No, it is very effective, no doubt. I'm not sure how bad it is for your health, but it is very effective.
And I thought that was a
How
cream.
are you doing, Sarita?
It is very bad for health, sir.
Yeah, most mosquitoes.
Only net, only
Nowadays
net
we
is
have a
good,
dhoop
good
mosquitoes.
light, dhoop, and no, nothing is perfect. Just use net.
Yep, that's what I use.
Okay. So net is for us also, guys.
That's what the problem is. We can't use it in the classroom. Otherwise, I use net in the morning time as well. When I'm in
Okay.
bed, I turn, hang the mosquito net, and yeah, I don't use all out and stuff. Put it anywhere, like here maybe.
But when you will pick up your phone, then
It will fall.
that's fine.
Let's look at some basic sentences here, guys. On page number 40. Yeah. The present perfect and the past simple. Which sentence, A or B, means that Paulo still works as a waiter? I would like Chandan to respond. Chandan, look at number 8. Which sentence, A or B, means that Paulo still works as a waiter? Which sentence gives you that idea that Paulo still works as a waiter? A or B?
So both sentences looks he already worked.
So do you think that one of them tells you that he still works as a waiter?
No,
It's
both looks
it's an important
like,
piece of information.
yeah,
to-
both sentences looks like he worked as a waiter for 2 months.
Okay, they are different, and one of them means that he is still a waiter.
Later.
And one of them means he was a waiter in his life, but he is not now. And this message is clear there. You have to derive that message from there.
The second one.
Sir, B.
B.
Everybody, it is B.
B.
B, B tells you, Chandan, that Paulo
Mhm.
is still a waiter. He is still a waiter. And he started this job 2 months
Ago.
Ago.
So, Chandan, when you introduced yourself,
Mhm.
you said from 14 years or from 12 years, something like that, you work something. I don't remember exactly what you said. I have to, but I remember from. So in Hindi, 14 साल से, in Hindi we say 14 साल से काम कर रहे हैं. अगर if I want to say 17 साल से मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, तो 17 साल से for 17 years I have been a teacher, or I have worked as a teacher. I have
For
worked
17
as a
years.
teacher for 17 years. This is what I will say to convey the message that I'm still a teacher. Okay?
Exactly.
And you were a teacher for some time, Nikhil. You will say, I worked as a teacher for 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 years. Okay. Just say hello to me. Okay, now everything is fine. Yeah. Paulo worked as a waiter. A means he's not a waiter now. Paulo worked as a waiter for 2 months. He is not a waiter now.
No.
He worked as a waiter for 2 months.
2 months.
From when to when? We have no idea.
Yep.
We don't know from when to when. For 2 months,
Hmm.
he worked as a waiter. Nikhil worked as a teacher for how many years, Nikhil? How long?
2 months, sir.
2-3 months.
Yes.
Okay. So Nikhil worked as a teacher for a couple of months. Okay. He's not a teacher now. Anybody else wants to make a sentence of this kind? Sarita, did you teach? Have you ever taught at a school, Sarita?
This sentence, sir, no.
Have you ever taught at a school, Sarita, in your life? Have you ever taught?
Yes, sir.
So now you're not a teacher.
Yes.
Which will you use, A or B, to talk about your teaching? I
I worked as a teacher for 1 year.
Right. Sarita worked as a teacher for 1 year. ये तो हो गया. Now another point, very important point. Sarita, have you ever been a teacher? Have you
I
ever
have
been
not
a teacher, Sarita?
Yes, I have.
Yes. So
I have.
suppose we are talking about teaching. Suppose we are talking about teaching. Sarita can come in the conversation. Suppose we are having a discussion. Sarita joins the discussion with this line. I have also been a teacher.
Yep.
I have also
Being a teacher.
So I think I know a little bit about it. I have been a teacher means she's talking about her life experience.
Yes.
She's not saying she is a teacher now. She says, I have been a teacher as well. So I think I can make a comment here or two. I can also say a thing or two here. हम भी पढ़ाए हैं तो हम बोल सकते हैं एक दो बात हम भी बोल सकते हैं इस मैटर पे इस टॉपिक पे. Suppose we are discussing, what is a good teaching method, what is bad teaching method, what is good with the schools, what is wrong with the schools here, then Sarita comes into the conversation. She joins our conversation with this statement. Sir, can I also say something? I have also been a teacher, okay? I have also been a, लेकिन वो नहीं बोलेंगे for 1 year.
No.
Because if she adds, I've been a teacher for 1 year, it means she is still a teacher. So she cannot say, I've been a teacher for 1 year. She will only say, I've been a teacher, so I know what it is like. I know the situation. I've been a teacher. And then she will add, I was a teacher for 1 year at that school, right? So it's very important. It's a very confusing thing. 99% English language learners do not understand the difference between the present perfect and the past simple very clearly. They understand some of the differences, but they never feel very confident about which sentence they need where. So I hope you understand. I am trying to create a situation here. We are having a conversation. Sarita joins with the statement,
I have been a teacher.
I've been a
I
teacher.
have been a teacher.
She has the
She has-
experience of being a teacher, but doesn't mean she's a teacher
No.
now.
No.
She can
Sir,
also
I
join
have,
the
I
conversation.
have taught as a teacher for 18 years.
You have been a teacher for 18 years, Sabha. You have worked as a teacher for 18 years.
Yes, sir.
Very good. You started 18 years ago and you are still a teacher.
Yes, sir.
Lovely. Very good, Sabha.
Great. 1 year more than you.
Yeah, she's my senior. She's my senior in this aspect. I started teaching 17 years
17
ago.
years ago.
She's been a
Yes,
teacher
sir. I
for
have started when I was not married.
when you started, you were not even married.
Yes, sir.
And you continued the job even after your marriage.
Yes, sir.
The same job or a different job?
It's same job, sir.
Wow, so good.
Same school.
Yes, in school.
Yeah.
Great.
Lucky you, Sabha. A lot
Yeah,
of girls
lucky
have
you.
to give up their jobs when they get married.
Hmm.
Okay, can we move on to number 9? Rewrite the
Yeah.
sentence.
We can.
So, Chandan, did you understand the point here? I know it is your first day and you haven't
Yes.
studied those things.
Yes, Vinay sir, I got it.
First sentence
I
says
got the
that
point.
Paul was a teacher. He's not a teacher now. Finished action, past tense. And the
It's a
second
past.
sentence says
Present
he is
perfect.
still a teacher.
Still a
Okay.
teacher,
Yeah. He's worked as a teacher for 2 months. He started 2 months ago. He's still working as a teacher.
But if we remove for 2 months, then it also means
if
same.
we remove for 2 months,
Hmm.
then Paul has worked as a teacher becomes
Same
an experience. It
experience.
becomes an experience.
Hmm.
He's had this experience.
Hmm.
You will use this when you want to say, हाँ हम ऐसा काम किए.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
But if you Paul worked as a waiter, ये context से निकाला हुआ है. एक context से निकाला हुआ है. Past tense हमेशा क्या होता है? एक context से निकाला होता है. जैसे Paul's financial condition was bad, so he worked as a waiter. देखा आगे ना context में तो उसमें से निकाल दिया Paul worked as a waiter. हमेशा उसके पहले कुछ लगाया जा सकता है because past tense, past simple answers the question what happened next. तो Paul worked as a waiter, ये past simple है, इसके
हम्म।
पहले कुछ हुआ होगा तभी तो बोले होंगे what happened next, तो उसमें जवाब दे दिए he
Paul
worked
worked
as a teacher, as a waiter.
Better.
His father died when he was at school. He didn't have money to pay his school fee, so he worked as a waiter. Simple? Okay.
And part B, Paul has worked as a waiter.
अगर सिर्फ इतना बोला जाए Paul has worked as a waiter, it means he knows what the difficulties, the challenges of the job of being a waiter, because he was a waiter. He has been a waiter. He has worked as a waiter. Have you worked as a teacher, Aman? Okay. Anybody who hasn't worked as a teacher? Chandan, have you worked as a teacher?
Yeah, I worked as a teacher 2 years into Bal Kalyan Vindhya Kunj. So I worked as a computer faculty there.
Okay, very good. So my question, however, was, have you worked as a teacher? As a teacher? Then your answer should have been, yes, I have. Yes?
I have.
And
I
then
have.
you give me the details. And then you give me the details.
Mhm.
So someone who hasn't worked, anybody here, Mukarram, you haven't worked as a teacher, or have you?
Yes, I have for a year.
Okay, everybody has worked as a teacher here.
No, sir, I
Sir,
don't.
I have never worked as a teacher.
Shahid has not worked as a teacher. He doesn't have the experience. The rest of us have the experience. We have worked.
That's why he always roasted us, sir.
Who?
If he was teacher, he can understand what pressure teachers have in the class.
Teachers or students?
Teachers and students both, sir.
But if
Yeah.
he was a teacher, why would there be teachers in the class with him?
When I roasted you, Sarita.
You not roasted me, but you always roasted any person.
I don't have that ability to roast someone, you know. I only speak what I know.
Let's not
you
get
know.
distracted. Let's not sidetrack. Okay, Saqib has not worked as a teacher either. Okay, he hasn't worked as a
Sir,
teacher.
I also worked as a teacher, sir, for 1
It
month.
was me, sir.
Saurabh has never worked as a teacher. Saurabh has never worked as a teacher. He doesn't have the experience. He doesn't know what it is like being a teacher. He doesn't know that. Okay, he doesn't have the experience. So somebody has worked as a teacher means it is their experience. But when you
Sir, I
add
have-
time, then it is not the
I
experience. It is an action
But
started in the past,
But
continue to
continue
the present.
in present.
So it's very
I have
complicated.
worked as a teacher, sir, in 10th class. 6
Faizan, you have
months.
worked as a teacher.
Yes, I have worked as a teacher.
Very good. Anybody has worked as a waiter here? Has anybody worked as a waiter here? No. Nobody here has worked as a waiter. Nobody has the experience. Okay, fine. Now, I hope exercise 9 will help you a little more. Rewrite the sentences using the past simple and the time expressions in brackets. So look, it's not कि उस बात को हम ऐसे बता रहे हैं, नहीं, उस बात के बाद ये बात बता रहे हैं. Number one, I've already seen that film. I have already
Seen that
I
film.
have already seen that film.
I saw it
I saw
yesterday.
it yesterday.
I hope you understand. You can't say I've
Yeah.
seen it yesterday. Do you want me to turn it off? This one, put it out. You seem to have a headache.
Because of this?
Since morning. Since this afternoon. Oh, do you know why?
He is doing binge watch of GOT. That's why it is happening.
Then try not to use these headphones for too long. Some people, you know, they
So,
headphones.
Who were watching GOT, sir?
GOT, I don't know what is GOT.
Game of Thrones, sir.
Sir. Everybody know GOT is Game of Thrones.
So my white hair is not
I
just
don't
white
know.
color. Young people. Okay.
I have already watched
Now I
House of
understand why
Dragon.
they're watching it with the headphones on. Watch one episode at a time.
He cannot. I understand. He cannot. He will do binge watching.
Okay. It's like that. There are 11 seasons. How many seasons? 8
8.
seasons.
But the worst season is the last.
And sir, there is a prequel, sir. It's a sequel and prequel. There is another series called House of Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is an adult rated program.
Yep.
And you hear cases of incest in this as well, brother-sister relationship as well,
Yes.
right?
Wow, that was so bad.
It's
But
too much.
it is totally like addictive.
I know.
The scenes like and
I
the
haven't watched it yet, but I have heard a lot about it.
but when you will watch na sir, the storyline is
I
wow.
know, I know. The only thing is I am holding myself back
Mhm.
because I want to watch it when I'm actually free. You know, maybe when I have 4, 5, 6 days back to back freedom, free time, then maybe because I know otherwise it would start messing up with my work life,
Yep.
because I'm also pretty much that kind of person. If I like something, I watch it, staying up a whole night.
But I'm
Okay.
so obsessed with the Indian web series and Indian films, sir. I understand everything from Hollywood, but I don't like watching. I don't
Yes,
feel.
I know you don't connect with the culture, the values, the things. You don't relate to that a lot.
No, sir. I know, and I got everything, but I don't feel like watching
That's what I'm
Hollywood.
saying.
And I
That's what I'm
don't.
saying.
Mm.
You don't relate to the culture. You don't relate to the theme. When you relate to it, then you
Watch
feel
it.
interested. When you don't relate to it, whatever is happening, you don't care. Okay. Rewrite the sentence. I've already seen that film. I saw it
Yesterday.
now.
I
Problem
saw
is,
it yesterday.
you guys might say I've seen that film yesterday. That's the biggest risk. You might say I have already seen that film yesterday. Don't do that. You can't put the word yesterday with the present perfect sentence. That would be wrong. You must say I saw it yesterday. 2, we have arrived in Moscow.
We
We have
arrived here
arrived in
at 6
Moscow.
o'clock.
It means you are informing. Okay, today, your friend, what's his name? Adnan, informed me, okay, that I can't come to the class. A neighbor hero died, but he's informing me, he's giving me news. When you give news, which tense do you use? The present perfect. So
The
he should have
present
said,
perfect.
a neighbor has died. A neighbor
Yeah.
has died. He
A
should have
neighbor
told
has died.
here somebody is informing, somebody is giving news. What? We
We have arrived in Moscow.
So when you give somebody news, you use the present perfect. You're calling home. हम लोग पहुंच गए हैं. We have arrived in
We have
Moscow.
arrived
अब उसके बाद
in
आगे बता
Moscow.
रहे हैं. We got
We
here
arrived.
at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
We arrived here at 6
We
o'clock.
arrived here at 6 o'clock.
Don't put the phrase at 6 o'clock with the present perfect. You can't do that because the present perfect doesn't allow you to refer to the definite time. You cannot refer to the definite time in the present perfect. Present perfect is only about the action, not about the time of the action.
The accent.
We have arrived. हाँ पहुंच गए हैं. We arrived here at 6 o'clock.
We arrived here at 6 o'clock.
Number 3, she's bought a new bag. She's bought a new bag. Information दे रहा हूँ, news दे रहा हूँ आपको.
Yeah.
नया बैग लिया वो. She's bought a new bag. महसूस करो. सब महसूस करेंगे आप, please. She's bought a new
Yes.
bag. Inform कर रहे हैं आप किसी को news दे रहे हैं. फलाना ना नया बैग लिया है. Rakhi has bought a new bag, like that. Okay. She
bought
She
it.
bought it.
Bought it last week.
हमारा next line है, ठीक है. लेकिन अगर आपको किसी को इन्फॉर्म करना है कि नया बैग लिए तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में इन्फॉर्म करिए. ओके. आप हिंदी में कैसे बोलते हैं? मेरी बेटी ने एक नया बैग खरीदी है, कल शाम में गई थी लाने. ऐसी बात करते हैं ना हिंदी में.
I have bought a new watch.
Oh, nice. How much is it?
32,000.
32,000 rupees watch. Not bad. Wow. What make is it?
Samsung Watch 6.
Samsung. Great. That's the advantage of being single and having a job.
Right. Totally right. I agree with you.
If you were married, you would not buy it. I can tell you.
No,
Once
sir.
you're
That's
married,
I can
No, sir,
stop.
he can afford it.
then you are an irresponsible husband and dad.
Nana, if you are
No.
talking about yourself, that's okay. Your
I don't
What?
believe in it. Once you
Your
get
wife
married,
does
once
not
you
allow
start
you to buy
family,
something
your
branded.
priorities are always your family, their
Yeah,
needs.
family is
Save
always
for them
priority.
for the future. You don't think about buying a 32,000 rupee watch.
Obviously, sir. I
Yeah,
understand.
you can only do that this is called splurge. This is called splurge.
Splurge.
Yeah.
Splurge.
Splurge.
Spend
So splurge
more
means
money.
to spend money like this. You wanted to,
Yeah.
it's not necessary absolutely, but you did it. Okay. So when you are
And the
young,
second advantage is that he doesn't have girlfriend either.
that is irrelevant. A
Okay,
girlfriend,
sir.
having a girlfriend is irrelevant in this aspect. When you have a wife, then you feel a responsibility because you are sooner or later you're going to start a family as well. So it's difficult. I'm speaking from my personal point of view, and I also know a lot of people agree with what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I also think like when
Once
this
you are
is
married,
time, this is the time
yes,
to buy and
you don't
these
have
things.
anybody. You don't
Yes.
feel responsible towards
Yeah.
anybody, accountable
Mm.
towards anybody. It's your life.
Yeah.
You are earning money. You can spend. You can splurge.
Completely.
Yes, I can splurge. That's
Yeah.
why I bought a car also.
You're great. When did you buy it?
It's been 6 months.
Wow, nice, great. Before you came here.
Yeah.
Okay. We guys lost a party. Okay.
Sir, I
So-
want to know who has bought the watch.
Nikhil,
Okay.
why? Are you going to send income tax raid on his?
I have totally white money. I don't have any problem.
I am serious, sir.
I give
Sabha,
income
I
tax
am very upset with you.
every
Sabha.
year
I don't want to talk to you today.
Why, sir?
So-
because they hide the
many
singing talent.
times in my, it's been, quite long, and I've talked about singing so many times.
Oh.
I asked my students, do you sing? Do you
Mhm.
sing?
Mhm.
She didn't say once that she does.
Okay.
I was
Sorry.
not worth being your listener, being your audience. That's why you did that. You thought that I was not good enough to listen to your voice. You
No,
wanted
sir.
me to buy a ticket. I would have bought a ticket, but you should have told me, that I sing, but I'm too shy. I can't sing here in the class. But you sang beautifully, Sabha. And the only way you can fix this, is by singing in front of us. Oh, with the camera on.
On.
With the camera on. Wow.
Then we will forget that you didn't share with us. You idiot. Okay, but you don't have to do it today. You can choose the day. You don't have to do
Yeah,
it.
prepare yourself
Yeah, prepare yourself.
and choose the song.
There is nothing more fun than listening to somebody singing beautifully live.
Yep. Right.
It's so much more fun than listening to a recording.
Mhm.
Are you on Star Maker, Sabha?
No, sir. I don't know my ability what I am saying.
Then do one thing. Download Star Maker and you're going to rock it. Who knows? You might just start earning some money from there.
What is a star maker, sir?
Star Maker is an app.
Okay, they will give background sound and you can
Music and you
Okay.
sing. Okay. And somebody who's as talented as Sabha will get a lot of audience there. And I think that there is a way people can earn money from there as well.
Yep.
Okay. Now, number 4, Damien has written a novel. Damien has written a novel. Now, here I'm not giving you just news. I'm telling you about Damien's experience as well in a way. Damien has written a novel. Damien novel likha hai. Have you written a novel? No, you haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah, nobody here has written a novel. But suppose I say Mukarram has written a novel. Okay, then
Wow.
I'm telling you that he has the experience, right? हाँ वो लिखा है. We haven't. Have we?
No.
Anybody? Have you written a novel?
No, I haven't.
Have you written a story? I have. I've written a couple of stories.
I have written a story when you asked me to do so that day. Which aunt? Aunt Vanilla or something. Aunt Camila.
Aunt Camila.
Camila.
Okay. Vanilla.
And Camila. Oh, vanilla.
Sharmila. Aunt Sharmila. Okay. Anyways, So Damien has written a novel, and then we refer the time. We say he wrote it 2 years ago.
He wrote it 2 years ago.
Number 5, they've been to Japan before. It's not their first time. It's not their
First time.
They've been to Japan.
Yeah, they've been to Japan.
They're planning, they're going, but it is not their first time.
Not
They've
first
been-
time.
They went there in 2004.
Okay, actually, we were informing in like they have been to Japan before. That's why they have been.
Yeah. हाँ ये लोग गए हैं, पहले भी जा चुके हैं जापान भाई, पहला बार थोड़ी है. They have the experience, okay? They have been to Japan before. हिंदी में भी ऐसे ही बोलते हैं ना, हाँ ये लोग जापान गए हैं, पहली बार थोड़ी है, पहले भी जा चुके हैं लोग. पहले भी चोरी किया है लड़का, पहली बार नहीं है. Okay? He has committed theft before as well. Okay? It's not the first time. He did it last year as well. He did it last year. They went there, they were there in 2014. So ये flow बहुत important है, present perfect और past simple का clearly. Problem कहाँ होती है? आप कुछ में आप में से कुछ कहोगे कि क्या फर्क पड़ जाएगा, एक दो बार गलत हो जाएंगे, हम भी agree कर जाएंगे. Okay, there isn't a problem. But if you have a sentence like A and B in A, तो आप confused हो गए. खाली आप गलत नहीं बोले, आप confused हो गए. आप गलत information दे देंगे. Because one means that yes, Paul is still a waiter, and the other means Paul is not a waiter now. So the meaning changes so much sometimes. Okay. So this is why we need to be more careful about correction, accuracy, that we do not confuse our listeners or we don't misunderstand when somebody talks to us.
So Vinay sir, when we compare these two sentences, we have just apostrophe s difference, right?
That is has, Chandan. That is has. That is the present perfect. This apostrophe s is a contracted form of
Okay.
follow has.
Okay, got it.
Follow has becomes follows. If you take a look here, she and apostrophe s,
Please.
she has the ball.
Yeah.
I got it.
Number 6, she's just begun learning French. She just begun learning French. Because बस थोड़ी दिन पहले शुरू किया है, बस हाल ही फिलहाल में शुरू किया है. She has just begun
learning.
She has just begun learning French. अभी बस शुरू ही किया है. She has just begun learning French. I'm telling you, she has just begun learning French. You didn't know that. आपको ये बात पता नहीं थी, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. हो सकता है पता हो, पर अपने तो मैं information दे रहा हूँ. आप बाद में मुझे बता सकते हो, I knew it. मेरे बोलने पे. But from my side, I'm telling you, she has just begun to learn French. She has just begun learning French. She began after her holiday in Nice. She began learning French after her holiday in Nice.
She began.
Sometimes, some experience encourages you to do something, right?
Yeah.
Nice is a city in France.
France.
Nice is a city in France. Okay.
That's
France.
why learning French.
I'm not very sure. I should pronounce it Nice or nice. I will check it. Okay. I'll look it up later. Number 7. I've lost my phone. I've lost my phone.
I have lost my phone.
Lost it
Last night.
Last night.
Okay, so like whenever I will inform someone that I have lost my phone, then I will say I have lost my phone. I will not say I lost my phone.
आप किसी को न्यूज दीजिएगा तो प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट नहीं दीजिएगा. Simple. When you share some news with somebody, which tense do you use?
Present perfect.
बाद में details of the news, past.
Past.
कोई न्यूज आप देना है. आप आकर मुझे बताइए सर प्रमोशन हो गया है, कैसे बताओगे आप?
I've got promoted.
Yes, I've been promoted. Okay. आप आके मुझे बता रहे हैं सर शादी फिक्स हो गया है. My marriage has been fixed. Okay.
My
Fine.
marriage has been fixed.
अब हालांकि यहाँ पर एक ऑप्शन है, I'm getting married as well. आप आके मुझे ऐसे ही बोलते
Yeah.
हैं,
Getting
I'm
married.
getting married. Okay. But this is why I want you to be open-minded. Okay. Don't learn English like a parrot at all. कि जो बोल दिया बस रट्टा मार ले. No, be open. जैसे अचानक suddenly this came to my mind that I can hear use. I'm getting yes, present perfect. Okay. आप बाइक लिए हैं नया एक तो. आप मुझे बताना चाह रहे हैं अमन बाइक खरीदे आप, कैसे बताएंगे सर? Okay. Suppose you are giving me sweets. मैंने पूछा what are these sweets for? What are these sweets for? तो आप क्या
Sweets
बोलेंगे?
for.
I bought a new bike.
How about a new bike?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've
And
bought a
then
new bike.
all the
I
details you
bought
can
it
give me in
last
the
day.
past simple. Okay.
Hmm.
All the details you can give me in the past simple, no problem. My old bike was just giving a lot of, tension, headache. And then there was a guy who wanted to buy my old bike. So I thought, why not? I just, had to just pay 20,000 down payment and the rest I will pay in installments. Things like this. मुझे सारी बातें आपको कैसे बताया जा रहे हो कोई और टेंस में? You are giving me the news in the present. Most importantly, एक बात बताता हूँ. The present perfect back to back बहुत कम आता है. एक sentence present perfect, फिर उसके बाद present perfect बहुत rarely. Because जिस भी मुद्दे पे आप present perfect को use करोगे ना, फिर उसके details देने के लिए
Past simple.
Yes.
Okay, like just imagine before 1 year, like 1 year ago, I lost my phone. Okay, so what I will say, like 1 year ago, I have lost my phone.
कभी नहीं, क्योंकि अगो तो क्या है?
Timing, fixed
तो
timing.
ये न्यूज
So,
थोड़ी दे रहे हो आप, ये न्यूज देते हैं. न्यूज
Right,
कैसा
is
होता
a
है भाई?
fixed time.
आप न्यूज वर्ड का मतलब समझते हो? एक साल पहले आपका फोन पे आप मुझे अभी बता रहे हो तो न्यूज दे रहे हो आप मुझे?
नहीं.
आप एक घटना का जिक्र कर रहे पास.
Okay,
घटना का जिक्र कौन से में करें?
past perfect. Sorry, past simple. Okay, fine.
थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग परफेक्ट. एक साल पहले मेरा पोस्ट है, मैं आपको बताऊंगा. ये देखो भाई आप लोग. No. Only 1 year ago I lost my
Phone.
ये जो आपके एक सवाल है मुझे बहुत अच्छे से क्लियर पता चल रहा है कि आपके दिमाग में बहुत परेशानियां हैं और होंगी क्यों नहीं होंगी. I was very clear that this is a very important thing in learning.
Sir, your microphone.
Sir, your voice, sir.
Your microphone turned red.
Okay, sorry.
I even encouraged people to join the elementary for unit 12, remember? Which I think you did for one day, maybe. Yeah. So I knew that it was coming, and it was only 2-3 months ago. 2 months ago that I finished that unit 12 in the elementary. 2 months ago. Not 2 months. I don't think these people have been here for 2 months. Rukaiya, has it been 2 months since you joined this class?
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. See how she responded. No, it hasn't. I said, has it been 2 months? No, it hasn't. It hasn't been 2 months yet. No, it hasn't. Not yet. It hasn't been 2 months yet. Maybe a little more than 1 month. Okay. So your questions are that this is the worst part, okay, about me. My biggest problem is from your questions, I get a clear idea that you have a lot of confusions. Problem अभी फिलहाल मैं ये compromise करूंगा. I will move on. आपके सवालों के वेट करूंगा, गलतियों के इंतजार करूंगा. Then I will help you because the rest of the people who have been studying this, they know what we have studied, but you are asking questions which are clearly indicative that you are not very sure about what we are doing. फिर भी sentences हैं, आप जो ज़हन में आए पूछते जाइएगा, so that I can help you here. Okay. Let's continue. Number 9. I've worked in Italy. I've worked in Italy. कोई situation है सारा जहां पर आप ये line बोल सकते हैं. I have worked in Italy.
I have
हम
worked
इटली
in
में काम
Italy.
किए. Like I said, we were having a discussion where Sarita came. अरे हम भी पढ़ाए हैं sir. I've also been a teacher for some. So now here, I have worked in Italy. Suppose we are having some discussion about working in Italy, and then somebody comes into the conversation. I have worked in Italy too. I can help you with my experience here. I can tell you a thing or two about working in Italy. I have worked in Italy too. हम भी काम किए Italy में. Experience, present perfect. Okay. I've worked in Italy. And then, if you want to mention the time, you will say, I worked in Rome from 2011 to 2018.
2018.
Yeah, I worked in Rome for 7 years, from 2011 to 2018. Number 10, we have already had dinner. We have already had dinner.
We have already
Dinner
had
अपन कर लिए हैं.
had dinner.
अगर suppose somebody is inviting you, calling you, चलो dinner करने, we have already had dinner. यही जवाब देंगे ना? We have already had dinner. Okay. We did it before we left home. Suppose you went to somebody's house. Okay, and they're offering you dinner. तो आप ये जवाब देंगे, we have already had dinner. Dinner तो कर चुके हम लोग. फिर आप उसको डिटेल देते हैं, आगे फिर बताते हैं We did it before we left home.
Before
निकलने
we
से
left
पहले ही कर
home.
लिए थे. We had dinner just before we left home. We had a
We
curry
had a
before we left home. We had a
Yeah.
curry
We had a
before we left
curry
home.
before we left home.
So I thought these 10 sentences were 10 situations. आप अगर रिवाइज करोगे, सपोज अगर मुश्किल है थोड़ी बहुत लेफ्ट, ओके, इन योर माइंड, प्लीज रिवाइज द लेसन, ओके, यू विल गेट द रिकॉर्डिंग, प्लीज वॉच, ताकि आप श्योर हो सके कि हाँ लाइफ में ऐसे और सिमिलर सिचुएशन आएंगे तो क्या बोलना है हमको वहां पे. नंबर 10, because I know some people do not care about the correct tense. ठीक है, तो अगर ऐसा होगा तो जब तक बोलचाल चल रही ठीक है, but when, like, why he's suddenly so many years in a job and then now he needs to improve his communication skill, तो आप अभी से तैयारी कर सकते हैं कि वो सिचुएशन आने पे आपको ना करना पड़े, आप तैयार हो उसके लिए भी, right? I hope you can do that. Okay, please correct the mistakes in these sentences. I haven't seen that new film already.
I have seen that new film already.
I haven't seen that
new film
already.
yet.
Is correct Rukaiya beta, but you're changing the meaning beta, you're changing the meaning. You have to correct the sentence, not change the meaning. The person said I haven't seen that film, और आप कर दिए क्या, I have seen that film. So yes, you corrected it, I agree, but you changed the meaning as well. So please correct it without changing the meaning. I haven't seen that new film
Yet.
Sometimes I'm guilty of this mistake. Sometimes I make this mistake.
Seen that new film yet.
2, Jim hasn't yet retired.
Jim hasn't retired yet.
Hasn't just retired.
Jim
No.
hasn't retired yet.
Yes, that's correct. Jim hasn't retired yet. Jim hasn't retired yet.
Can we
3,
use as of now?
can we?
Use as of now
No.
in first sentence. I haven't seen that movie as of now.
As of now. As of now is not used this way. Okay, I know such phrases are commonly heard in multinational companies when you work with people, some of them, as of now. So people say such phrases, but you can't continue, compare it with yet. As of now, it means for the time being. For the time being. As of now, yeah. तो ये है ही नहीं वो जो आप सोच गए इसके बारे में. That is a very different phrase. Okay, so I haven't seen that film yet. अभी तक नहीं देखे. I haven't got your email yet. Okay.
Got your email yet. As of now.
Yeah. Now, number 3. He works in the same school for 20 years.
He has been worked in the same school for 20 years.
He has.
There are two things you can say. No, because when you say he worked, then you change the meaning. He works means, right? It is true about the present as well, no? So when you say he worked, you change the meaning completely. He has worked one, and the second, he has been working.
He
Right?
has been working in the
He
same
has
school.
been working in the same school for 20 years.
Talk about it more in unit 11 or 12 maybe later, okay? Right now I can tell you, he has worked in the same school for 20 years. He's been working in the same school for 20 years. Both have the same meaning. 4, I have studied at this school for September.
I have been studying
This
at
school.
this school for September.
I have been studying at this school for September.
I have been studying at this school for September.
Since September. Guys, have you forgotten?
Since
September.
Yes, sir. Since.
Oh my God.
Who told you these things, Shahid? Relax, boy.
Oh.
Shahid, you should not have taken this, this seriously. He has messaged me that he has left the class because other people find it difficult that he, speaks so much and people have started hating him and all that. But that's not
What?
true. Nobody hates him. Nobody hates him. It's just that sometimes we want to focus more on the lesson. That's all.
Yeah.
But nobody hates you, Shahid. Why would you think that way? You are welcome to speak. You bring a certain flavor to the class, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually happy with that. The only thing is, like I said, sometimes I want to focus on the lesson. So that's when I will say, okay, let's not get distracted. That's all. But when we are having a conversation, you bring a perspective, that's welcome, no problems. Shahid, I hope you guys will take this message to him, okay? Tawfiq and Mukarram and Saqib. Please let him know that nobody hates him, okay? This is too much of a, too heavy a word.
Yes,
People
sir. I will talk to him.
Yeah, okay. It's okay, totally. Look, like I said, there are times when we want to focus on the lesson, but we understand. I would like to say this again. My class is not just an English language class. It's a therapy for a lot of people. For a lot of people, it's a confidence boosting, experience. I would like to share Anjali's experience here. There was this girl, short height girl. She didn't look 7 out of 10 type. Okay. She was just a 5 or 4.5 out of 10 type. Okay. And you know what happens with such girls? They're always low on their self-belief, self-confidence, and all these things. And her parents, she was the first child of her parents. Her parents didn't really value her that much, her input and all. She spent time here. She learned English. She started speaking English very well because this was one thing that she found as a saving grace in her life, that there was something she could feel proud of. And she worked really hard. When she was offered a job by a private bank in Hyderabad, okay, they said that we want to send you to Hyderabad. We will give you a bigger salary, but we want you in Hyderabad because most of the people we hire don't have very good English speaking skill. And in Hyderabad, we need that English, okay? So her parents realized that their girl, and she came and told me that how much her impression had changed inside her family. They started respecting her more. So I'm just saying that I'm aware of these things, and I don't want to reduce the importance of my class as just an English language class. It will always remain therapeutic for some people. It will always remain a life-changing experience for some people. And I'm very proud of that. Okay. So most of you, sometimes, when we are so many people together for such a long time, things sometimes go here and there. It's okay. We should not make any drastic decisions. Okay. This is my advice to you, Shahid. I hope you will listen to this video recording, watch this video recording later. And my message to you is, do not take it so seriously at all that if you sometimes have been asked not to speak, okay? As we listen to you most of the time, sometimes if we ask this moment, I will keep quiet. It's not that you will never speak, okay? Please understand. Sometimes we want to focus on the lesson, that's all. When we are having a discussion, you are more than welcome to speak like you do. What do you guys think? So, right, because I'm actually today I'm very concerned with this, the present perfect, the past simple, because I have set a target that once this unit is over, students should not have any confusion left about the present perfect and the past simple. So I was very focused on explaining things, and that's why I didn't want to be distracted by other conversations. That was the main reason. Okay, so please, guys, please help him understand this. He should not think so negatively at all. He doesn't have a reason to feel this way. Imrana, you can talk to him as well, okay? And that he is thinking too much. Who told him that people hate him here? Nobody hates him. Come on. And since when he started caring about what people think of him?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking same.
I have
I'm
had a
laughing
fever
here.
for last 1 week.
Sorry,
I
Imrana?
didn't speak much.
For last 1 week, you have been what?
Fever, sir.
You've had fever for 1 week. Is that your reason why you will not talk to him?
No, sir. I'm very busy.
Because her voice is not good, so.
Is that the reason why you will not talk to him? You are telling me indirectly, sir, I will not talk to Shahid Afridi. Are you saying that?
Sir, maybe
Just tell him nobody hates him.
it's
This
not
is
my fault.
a heavy word. I mean, not him. Tell me if anybody hates anybody here. Does anybody hate anyone here?
Who hates him, sir? I
No,
don't know.
nobody hates anybody. It's such a big word.
Nobody, sir, I don't.
Okay?
Yeah.
Such a big word, such a heavy word, man. You don't deserve hate. Don't worry.
Okay, sir, I will talk to him, sir, in person.
Yes, Mukarram, I know you can convince him. You can
Okay.
persuade him to change his mind, right? Okay.
First, I
Number
will laugh. Then I
Yes.
will.
Yes,
I
that's how
know.
friends talk. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My grandfather died since 10 years.
My grandfather died
My grandfather
10 years ago.
died 10
Died
years
10
ago.
years ago.
10 years
Right.
ago.
10 years
10
ago.
years lived in
He has
London.
lived in London until he died last year. He has lived in London until he died last year.
He lived in
Correct
London.
sentence, everybody.
He lived in London until he died.
He lived in London until he died.
No, last year is
Lived.
fine, Raki. You can keep it there. Just remove the
He
word
lived
has.
in London until he
Lived in
died.
London
Yeah,
until
he
he
lived
died
in
last
London
year.
Had
He
should not
has
be there.
he has been in
I think
London until
No,
he died last year.
no present
He
perfect.
lived
No
in
present
London
perfect.
until he
he
died.
lived in London
I'll tell you why.
until he
I'll
died
tell you
last
why.
year.
I'll explain the reason. Okay, so that you can make so many similar sentences. He died last year. Is he in this world now? So the person who is not in this world, how do we make present perfect sentences about them?
Yeah.
Because the present perfect has to connect with the present. The person is no longer alive,
Yeah.
right? So we will say he lived in London until he died last year. वो लंदन में ही रहे आखिरी समय तक, मरते दम तक। पिछले साल जो मरे उसके पहले तक वो लंदन में ही थे. He lived in London until he died.
Until he died last year.
Dave is not here. He's been to Spain on holiday.
He has
I
gone
want
to
everybody
Spain
to
on
correct
holiday.
this, especially Sarita. I want Sarita to correct this one, and Sarita and Faizan, Sarita and Faizan. I want you guys to correct this because I helped you with this 2 days ago. David is not here. He's been to Spain on holiday. Chandan, do you think you can correct this sentence? There is a problem with this sentence. Go ahead, try.
So here first sentence, Dev is not here, right? He should not has.
No, it is this time. Chandan, this is very interesting. This apostrophe s is this time. Dave is not here. Okay, we will not think of it as has.
Dave is not
This
here.
is correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
Dave is not
gone.
here means Dave is not here, not has. Okay, Dave is not here. It is already. Is there another mistake? There isn't a mistake in the first part. The first part is fine. Dave is not here. Is there a problem in the
Dave
second?
is
He
not
has
here.
been.
He has gone to Spain on
He
holiday.
has gone to Spain on holiday.
Yeah, exactly. He's not here. He's gone. He has
gone
gone.
to
He's gone to Spain on holiday.
gone to Spain.
That's correct. Yeah.
Gone to Spain on holiday. He's been means he's here. He's been means he's come back. Okay, he's here.
It's a past.
That doesn't matter. That's another thing. That's irrelevant. You're asking me. What are you asking me?
He has gone to Spain on holiday. Like you
That's unnecessary. That is okay. That doesn't. We don't need it. On holiday is fine. Okay. On holiday is the same as.
referring that to teachers now, Sunday, and
Okay. So everybody remember, when you are saying it in plural, you are referring to activities which are repeated. Okay. He watches films on Sundays. He watches. He is watching a film. He is watching a film. He is watching a I'm not saying we can't say he's watching films. Maybe he's watching films, but he's watching a film right now. He cannot come. He's watching a film right now. Okay. So please, when we use this plural, a lot of times we have repeated actions there. Okay. So Dave has gone to Spain on holiday. He often goes to Spain on holidays. Pay attention to such things. I'm pretty sure these things will come back to haunt you when you really need higher level of communication skill in English with accuracy. Okay. Look, how well you speak depends on so many factors. One of the factors is your confidence that you know what you're speaking is correct. When you have this confidence that what you're speaking is correct English, then you always take more confidence from this fact that you are speaking correct English. And when you feel doubtful about accuracy, then it starts to spill over other aspects of your communication, and it kind of brings your communication level down. Okay. Number 8. You look suntanned. Where have you gone?
Where have
You
you
look
been?
suntanned. Where have you been?
Yes, because you have come back and you're looking suntanned.
Yeah.
Suntan means, you understand,
Yeah.
your skin is brownish. Okay, your skin is brownish, suntan. It's a good thing. Okay.
Suntan.
Burnt is not good. Sunburnt is not good. Suntan is good. Okay, when the impact is desirable, then it is suntan. And when it becomes too much, then it is sunburnt.
Sunburn.
Like my wife's
Sunburnt.
skin gets sunburnt every summer. Okay, she has got very delicate skin, very sensitive.
Then
Yes,
she use sunscreen.
sunscreen. Yeah, she does. She does use it, and still she gets it because her skin is very delicate,
Okay.
very,
So
very sensitive.
So when we come from swimming, also we can use this word, right?
I
Sunscreen.
use every day, sir, sunscreen.
Yeah, very good.
I put on sunscreen every day.
कहाँ हो यार? कहाँ रहे यार? Okay, so when the person is in front
Yeah.
of you, you say, where have you been?
Where
And
have
when
you
the person
been?
is not in front of you, then you say, where have you gone? Okay.
Where
Halaki,
have you gone?
suppose your friend comes back from Kolkata and calls you on the phone. He's now in Bihar. So आप क्या बोलेंगे? Where have you been, yaar? Okay. When I know that he's here. Yes. Yeah, exactly. If you know that person is somewhere else away, then you say, where have you gone? Okay. Now, number 9. I can't believe I have left school 10 years ago.
I can't believe I left school 10 years ago.
I left school 10 years ago.
Ago is past, right? I can't believe I
Yes.
left school 10 years ago. Now, I would like you guys to say it in Hindi with the same emotions. Can't believe I left school 10 years ago. Go ahead. Go ahead. इसमें क्या क्या इमोशन
विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है कि 10 साल पहले तुम स्कूल
होता है ना,
छोड़
मुझे
दी।
बड़ा बुरा लगता है भाई। देखो 1000 बार बोले हैं कि थोड़ा सा वैल्यू करा करो किस चीज को। अच्छा, तुम मुझे समझा दो क्या था पॉइंट यहाँ तुम्हारा। वर्ड तो हम सारे सुन लिए, तुम्हारा पॉइंट क्या था बताने का? इस लाइन को बोलने का पॉइंट क्या था? व्हाट वाज योर पॉइंट? हाँ, when you say sentence with 5 6 7 words, तो आप उसमें से क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं? किस बात से? मैं एक सेंटेंस देता हूँ, ठीक है। हम नहीं मारे थे उसको, मतलब मार तो खाया है वो, कोई और मारा है, ठीक है। हम मारे नहीं थे उसको, मतलब उसको मार पड़ी ही नहीं है, मार पड़ी ही नहीं उसको। तो हर बात के हिसाब से कुछ अलग मतलब निकल रहा है। तो तुम्हारे बोलने का मतलब क्या था? ये अगली बार मत करना। अगर तुम नहीं बता पाओगे मुझे, अगर हिंदी, ठीक है ना, कि तुम क्या बोल रहे थे, अगर नहीं बता पाओगे तो ऐसे माइंडलेस ट्रांसलेशन मत करना। इसी को कहते हैं नो इमेजिनेशन, विच इज व्हाई यू लर्न स्लो। You work very hard. You're a very hard working person. I have to give it to you, okay? But because you don't use your imagination, you go slow, despite your hard work. You just translated. Tell me what you are trying to say. What's your point? Your point is here, 10 साल बीत गया है, आपको यकीन नहीं हो रहा इस बात पे। बस इतनी सी बात है। क्या 10 साल
10
बीत
साल
गया,
बीत गए।
एक ही नहीं हो रहा।
यार,
आई कांट
कुछ
बिलीव
नहीं हो
क्या
रहा।
के नहीं कर पा रहे, 10 साल बीत गया, पॉइंट ये है। तो आपने
10
कर
साल
तो
हो
दिया
गए।
शब्दों को ट्रांसलेट, जो कि आप मेहनत की वजह से पहुंचे वहां तक करने लायक, ठीक है। आई गिव द क्रेडिट वेयर यू डिजर्व इट, बट एट द सेम टाइम यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन योर वीकनेस। योर वीकनेस इज यू डोंट अप्रिशिएट व्हाट यू सेड। यू सेड द सेम सेंटेंस, यकीन नहीं हो रहा 10 साल हो गए स्कूल छोड़े, लेकिन आप वहां पर जोर नहीं डाल पाए जो चाहिए था। मैं आपको एक ही सेंटेंस को दो तरीके से बोलता हूं। हम नहीं मारे उसको, हम मारे नहीं उसको, हम उसको नहीं मारे। एक ही वर्ड थे ना, अलग अलग जगह पे मेरा एम्फेसिस क्यों आ रहा है? क्योंकि हम खास मैसेज देना चाह रहे हैं। हम मैसेज देना चाह रहे हैं, हम नहीं मारे भाई, कोई और मारा होगा, हम नहीं मारे उसको। हम मैसेज देना चाह रहे हैं, हम मरवे नहीं कि कुछ और, कुछ डांटे थे खाली, कोई और भी नहीं मारा। मारा कोई नहीं, हम मारे नहीं, हम डांटे उसको, ये बताना चाह रहे हैं। हम मारे नहीं उसको, हम किसी और को मारे, हम उसको नहीं मारे थे। ये मैसेज मेरा था। तो उसको पर हम जोर डाले, तुम्हारे सेंटेंस में कहीं कोई ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, बस ऐसे फ्लैट सेंटेंस, हम उसको नहीं मारे। हम इसमें से कौन सा लें? हम इस सेंटेंस में हम उसको नहीं मारे में 3 ऑप्शन था मेरे पास, अब मैं इसमें से कौन सा लें बताओ? हम उसको नहीं मारे। ज्यादातर मेरे लर्नर्स जो होते हैं ना, एलिमेंट्री लर्नर्स, इफ आई राइट अ सेंटेंस आई डिडंट बीट हिम, वो सब ट्रांसलेट कर देंगे हम उसको नहीं मारे, लेकिन वो एक बार नहीं बताएंगे कि इसमें से कौन सा मतलब है। कॉन्टेक्स्ट तो पता चलना चाहिए। तो वी क्लियरली हैव अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट हियर। आई कांट बिलीव I left school 10 years ago. What? I can't believe that it's been 10
It's
years
been
now
10 years.
since I left school. I can't believe that. So that's the main message. तो आप ट्रांसलेट सही किए, लेकिन फिर हासिल कुछ नहीं है, बिकॉज आप मैसेज पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे। सो यूज योर इमेजिनेशन। किस बात पे यकीन नहीं हो रहा उसको? मैंने आपको बोला कि क्या क्या मैसेज, क्या था मैसेज? ये है कि 10 साल बीत गया, उसको यकीन नहीं हो रहा। उसको लग रहा है अभी कुछ ही दिन पहले स्कूल से निकला है। Sometimes we have this feeling, ना, time passes and we
Yeah.
don't realize it. Like sometimes I sit down with my wife and I say, Ru, 15 years. We've been together 15 years. Like this, 15 years. I still remember like how we, met, and how your papa came from Delhi and you came from Delhi with your Masaji, and everything was not certain. Nothing was certain. And then suddenly they all agreed and we were happy. I still remember everything very clearly. It's been 15 years. Wow. So why I say you listen, I can't believe. Okay. You look, number 10. I haven't spoken to Alice since months. It's easy. इसमें कुछ नहीं है. I haven't spoken to Alice since months.
For
For
months.
months. I haven't spoken to Alice for months.
Months.
For
It's
months.
been months since I
Yeah.
talked to Alice. I'm saying the same sentence differently. It's been months
It's been months
since I
since I
talked to
talked to Alice.
Alice. Okay. I haven't spoken to Alice for months. Put the verbs in the correct tense, past simple or the present perfect. Here is a conversation between A and B. Who are the people in the photo? They're my cousins in Australia. Their mom is my mom's big sister. Oh. Go ahead.
Have they been there long?
Have they been there long? Yeah, for years.
They went before I was born.
If you haven't done it, by the way, if you haven't done it, then I'm not interested in checking, because unless you do the exercises yourself, there's no point in checking, guys.
Yes, sir.
What? The match started, I made a dream team, but I didn't join the contest. I got lost. I
Wow.
got lost in this teaching. I totally forgot about it. When it was 6:38, I thought, okay, it's only 8 minutes. I still have 10, 15 minutes. And then I totally forgot about it. This,
Like some certain time that in between that only.
you see, I had made a team, but I was waiting for the toss to finalize, the team and to join the contest. Let's see if all my 11 players are in the team or not. Yeah, all my players are in the team, but I do not know. Okay. I think I should just
Okay,
make
now
this
see.
Richardson got a wicket. Okay. Oh, 24 for 2. Great that I did not participate. Because both my openers who I had chosen in my team, they got out cheaply. Okay. Let's see. Today Yadav has to show. Yeah. Guys, should I give you another day to do exercise 1, 2, 3? Because yes, I would like to give you time. Okay. Exercise 11 is a very important exercise, everybody, because these are real life conversations. Real life conversations, you decide according to the context, what is going on, which tense would be right. Okay. You choose and write your answers. I am going to share this with the with the yeah, what did I do?
With us.
Yeah. Chandan, I have shared this with you as well. Okay, this
I got
exercise
it. Yeah.
7. These are conversations, 3 conversations, and see how correctly you guys complete the conversation. And okay, I should have added a couple of more sentences. I failed to select these 3 lines. Now, let's go to the main book, guys. Let's see what we have to do here in the main book. I know, that's why I'm just going to check what we have to do. We might not study more. We will definitely not start a new, idea, new concept today. We will not talk about a new lesson, but if we are in the middle of something, we might finish it.
Number 3.
Okay, yeah, exercise 3, conversations. Have you done it? Exercise 3?
No, we haven't.
Okay, look at these prompts here. Ask me, first of all, about my experiences. So, what should be the first question? Work in a restaurant? Sir,
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
ever worked in a restaurant? Okay. And of course, my real answer is no, but I'm going to give you the answer for the book. I'll say, yes, I have. What will you ask next? When was that?
Yeah,
when was that? When did you do that? When did you work in a restaurant? When I was at university. When I was at? Now, number 2. Ask me, cross the Sahara. Sir, yeah. Okay. Have you ever crossed the Sahara? Okay. My answer is no, but I'm going to give you the answer from here. Yes, I have. What will you ask me next? Notice, whenever you talk about the time, you choose the past tense, right? When did you do that? Oh, when I was in my early 30s. Okay. Next. Have you ever traveled up to the Nile? Up to the Nile? Okay, the Nile River in okay. Oh, up the Nile. Sorry, my bad. Have you traveled up the Nile, down the Nile, up the Nile? Travel up the Nile. Okay. So basically, okay, when you're talking about a river has a starting point. Okay, and a river meets the ocean. Okay, that's the end point. So the direction the river takes is down the river, and opposite direction is called up the river. Understand? So have you ever traveled up the Nile? The Nile is up the river. Yes, exactly. Opposite the river. The river flows this way. You are going this way. Have you traveled up the Nile? Okay. Yeah, I have. Then you would ask, when did you do that? When did you travel up the Nile? 2002. So we will do it all. We will do it all when we meet tomorrow. We have only one exercise to check, the conversations. So guys, do the conversations. And when we meet in the class tomorrow, we will practice the conversations with a partner, all these conversations. Okay, fine.
Could you send the audio file, sir? 6.7.
6.7. Yeah, sure. 6.7. The audio file 6.7. Pre-intermediate. 6 point. Isn't it in the group already?
No, sir. It
No,
isn't.
sir.
And
Okay.
Shahid has written some couple of sentences in a group. So.
Yes.
Shahid,
Yeah.
Yes.
about the same thing.
Yes, the same thing. I think he has got problem with Harita. She said roasted. He mentioned that also, Sam, in a text.
Okay, I will say sorry to him tomorrow.
Yeah,
Intention is not like
I
that.
don't know why.
He is. If anybody has talked to Shahid, by the way, if anybody from you guys has talked to Shahid and gave him this impression, please fix it, okay? Because he is
Yes,
reacting to your comment in this way. I don't think you expected this
roasted
reaction. If
disturbance,
anybody here
interrupt.
talk to Shahid, then I will urge you, I would encourage you to talk to him again and tell him that he should not think this much. Nobody, and roaster, disturbance, interrupter, the first word was used definitely today. Somebody said you roast well, but this is a good thing. It's a skill. If you can roast somebody, you can have a
Yeah,
career
it's
out
a
of it.
compliment for himself.
Kerry Minati started his career as a roaster, right?
Yeah.
And then he showed his talent in so many other things as well. Anyways, so if you can roast someone, it's a great quality, man. Okay, don't feel bad about it. And as far as your speaking in the class is concerned, Sahid, my statement is very simple. I like people who speak in the class. I want people to speak in the class. But sometimes, like today, maybe I said, Shahid, we will not get distracted because I was very concerned with this, the present perfect thing. I really wanted to make sure that all the people present in the class really focus on what I'm teaching. So sometimes you should also compromise a little bit like that. When we are focusing too much on a topic, then you should say, okay, fine, today we'll focus on the topic because I don't really see a problem here, okay? So please do not create a problem when there is none, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye, take care. And Mukarram, I believe you will fix it, huh? You will take care of it.
Yes, sir. I will.
Yep. Bye-bye,
Bye,
everybody.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye.